Good morning, children. I am Swarupa Das. I welcome you to e-online class of EVS for Standard 4. Hope all of you are okay and safe at home. Today, I will teach you lesson 6, Journey of Food. I will discuss on 3 topics. Number 1, different types of food we get from plants. Number 2, the process of growing crops and getting them to eat. Number 3, handling of food. All of you know food is very important for us to stay alive. We cannot live without food. It gives us energy to perform various activities. It also helps in the growth of our body. Now, where from we get the food? Means the sources of food. There are 2 sources of food. Number 1, plants. Number 2, animals. But large portion of our food comes from the plants. We get different types of food from the plants. First, we get cereals. Cereals are different types of food grains like rice, wheat, oats, millets, and corn. Next, we get different types of pulses from the plants. The examples of pulses are chickpea, kidney bean, black gram, moth beans, and lentils. We get oil seeds from some of the plants like mustard, sunflower, sesame, and groundnut. Next, we get variety of fruits such as apples, mangoes, grapes, bananas. Plants give us various vegetables also like tomatoes, brinjals, potatoes, carrots. We cook the vegetables to eat. But some vegetables we can eat raw also. Fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables protect us from
diseases and enhance our immunity power. In this pandemic situation, all of us must have good amount of fruits and vegetables. Next, plant gives us different kinds of spices. Spices add flavor to our food and make our food very tasty. All we like to eat tasty foods. Indian food is famous all over the world because of the spices used in it. Some examples of spices are clove, cumin, cardamom, turmeric, and black pepper. Plants also give us some beverages like tea and coffee. Tea is made from tea leaves and coffee we get from coffee beans.
So you have learned that we get 6 types of food from the plants. Number 1, cereals. Number 2, pulses. Number 3, oil seeds. Number 4, fruits and vegetables. Number 5, spices. And number 6, beverages. Now coming to the next topic, the process of growing crops and getting them to eat. The food we get to eat undergoes the number of processes before reaching to us. All of you know farmers grow crops in the field. They do very hard work for that.
The farmers first prepare the field to grow crops by plowing. Nowadays, they use tractor also to plow the field. Then they sow the seeds into the soil. Next, they add manures and fertilizers also to get good quality and maximum yield. Farmers also take care the crops by watering them regularly. The process of watering the crops regularly is called irrigation. Insects and pests can damage the crops, so they also spray insecticides and pesticides to keep away insects, pests, etc. from the crops. When the crops already grown, Then the farmers cut the grown crops. The process of cutting the grown crops is called harvesting. Then the farmers separate the grains from the harvested crops. The process of separating grains from harvested crops is called threshing. Now the collected grains are packed very nicely and sent to the wholesale market. A big wholesale market is also called mandi. In wholesale market, other food items like fruits and vegetables are also brought. From mandi, the grocers or shopkeepers buy the food crops in bulk. Finally, we buy food articles according to our need from these shopkeepers.
So, you have learned the process of growing crops and getting them to eat. The steps are plowing, sowing, adding manure, adding fertilizer, irrigation, spraying insecticide and pesticides, harvesting, thrashing, packing, wholesale market, and then comes to grocer shop. Our last topic is handling of the food. It is very important to handle the food we eat properly. We should not let our food get spoiled or wasted. We should always eat healthy and fresh food. Spoiled food can cause diseases or food poisoning. To save our food from getting spoiled, we must follow some simple steps.
We should always keep the food covered. Next, we should store the food in the refrigerator. We should store dry items in airtight containers.
In our country, the large part of the population is very poor and cannot afford even a proper meal a day. So, we should not waste our food. We can avoid from wastage of food by following some simple steps.
We should not put excess food on our plate at home or at parties. We should cook food according to the number of people to be served. We should give leftover food to the needy people. We should store food properly so that it does not become stale or get spoiled.
So student, you have learned on 3 topics today. Number 1, different types of food we get from plants. Number 2, the process of growing crops and getting them to eat. Number 3, handling of food. Hope all of you have understood it and enjoyed the video. Thank you. Bye, student.